Old Pueblo Community Services was at this transition point, and I think all through the organization, from the staff up to management, the question was, where do we go from here?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be able to rebuild this organization, keeping our mission and our passion, but also then putting together systems and business practices and principles that could sustain the organization? And how do you recognize when you can't grow a program because it won't work right now financially? And we had to do that to some services in the beginning, and I think that was a bit of a shock to the system, that, hey, how come aren't we supposed to help people? How could we do less?
Right.
But we had to do less to do more.
I'm interested in what your initial impressions were of SVP as we came in early in the partnership. Terry, do you remember what that was like?
From day one, there was a lot of enthusiasm on both sides. I really felt that you were here to help us, and it was very clear that you brought a lot of experience and you were able to share that. So I felt comfortable from day one, and we really learned from the beginning how committed you were to us.
And just like recovery, it's a lifelong thing. You know, you concentrate and focus at first, very, very dedicated. You learn the tools, and then you take those tools and continue to apply them.
What does SVP then see as Old Pueblo's potential now that we've been working together for this period of time?
You know, in my opinion, we see a lot. One, when you shared with us the Housing First model and how that changed everything regarding housing for homeless, and how that model reversed the process. And I thought that model was so powerful, and it was so clear. I thought, Old Pueblo's got this right. They've got the right business model. They're on the right path. The other thing that I thought was just really powerful, Tom, was when you showed us how the business model actually works. I think you call it a virtuous circle. From funding to working with the homeless and others, and outplacement, to more value to the community, more funding, and you reinvest.
OPCS is in the recovery business with their clients, and OPCS itself is in a recovery process. The situation had stabilized considerably. We thought that you had the organization, the commitment to your clients, that you were ready to begin what would be an arduous piece of work.
I think a lot of organizations are guarded with what they want to share, not wanting to air their dirty linen, so to speak. But you were ready to just go whole hog, and that was very evident. The other thing I remember was that the organization was driven by its passion for its work.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I would say that there weren't a lot of systematic business tools in place and processes, but what had gotten you to that point was the passion and the love.
A lot of what SVP did was foundational. You know, we helped you strengthen the foundation, but you've got the business model right, and the strategy around Housing First is spot on. So I think you're on the right trajectory, and you're going to have a profound impact, in my opinion, in Tucson. And as I like to tell people when I talk about Old Pueblo, of course I'm a believer now, is that they do noble work, and you do. So I think the future is great. I think the foundational work is in place. You've got the right mindset and the right models going forward. I think your future is incredibly bright, and I think you're going to have a great impact on our community.